Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dr. Samuel Epstein. I'm chairman of the Cancer
First of all, I don't claim, I state. I don't make claims, I make statements on the basis of scientific data. Solid, unarguable scientific data, which the cosmetic industry, if you look at the Cosmetic Fragrance and Toiletry Association annual handbooks, they admit these carcinogens, many of these carcinogens are present, but they say, oh, well, at low levels they're okay. So the suggestion that low levels of carcinogens are safe is scientifically and palpably false and self-serving. It ignores multiplicity of interactions. It ignores the high sensitivity of infants. It ignores large areas of skin and applications for lifetime. And it ignores a wide range of related factors of this kind. Infants are exquisitely sensitive to carcinogens. So if you apply carcinogens to infants, particularly to large areas of skin, then the dangers are increased still more. So here we're dealing with multiplicity of carcinogens, apply to large areas of the skin, from lifetime, from birth till death, public being given no information whatsoever about it, and many of these carcinogens are known to be absorbed through the skin, and their absorption is facilitated by a wide range of detergents, particularly one like as sodium lauryl sulfate, damage the skin to such an extent, microscopically damage it, that the carcinogens can easily enter. Based on our published data, we have published data supported by press releases, numerous press releases which have never been challenged, and supported by articles which we've written. There's up to about 80, believe it or not, different carcinogens in routinely used cosmetics and toiletries. 80. The public has the right to have this information. Clearly, the more of a carcinogen you use or are applied to or exposed to, and the higher the concentration and the longer the duration of use, the greater is your risk.
Clients come to a beauty therapist so that they can give them a helping hand with their skin. They want to know how to nourish and feed their skin so they're going to get optimum performance from the products that they're using so that they can walk around with beautiful skin. The skin's the largest organ of the body, okay, so it is also like a giant sponge. So anything we put on it can be absorbed. What we feed it is very important. So if we put anything that's questionable, dangerous, carcinogenic on our skin, the body can actually absorb it. It can get into the bloodstream. So it's very important that whatever we put onto our skin is actually safe for our skin, so it's not going to cause any harm. Some skincare products have ingredients in them that aren't so skin friendly, aren't so health friendly. So I choose to use products that don't have any harmful ingredients, anything that's questionable in any way, because they can have long-term detrimental effects on both our skin and our health. There's many, many harmful ingredients out there in personal care and skincare products, and I think Samuel Epstein actually quotes that there's up to 80 carcinogens, and that's just not including the harmful ingredients. So there's things like sodium lauryl sulfate and propylene glycol. They're just two. Sodium lauryl sulfate denatures the proteins of the skin, and the skin is made up of protein. So if you're causing harm to that, you're actually opening a doorway, a pathway for any harmful ingredients to penetrate even further. And that, unfortunately, that's found in a lot of cleansers and a lot of other personal care products as well. Propylene glycol is detrimental to the skin, yet it's found in a lot of moisturisers. It doesn't make sense. It can actually inhibit skin cell growth. So why are we putting it in skincare? That in itself is a mystery to me. Things like mineral oil can do the same thing. It suffocates the skin, sets yourself up for all sorts of rashes and allergic responses. If the skin's not eliminating, it can't do its job properly. There's talc. Talc's been proven long ago that it's been harmful to women, in particular with ovarian cancer and things like that. And yet you find it in everyday cosmetics like face powder, eyeshadows, things like that. So it's very important that we try and keep these things out of our skincare and our makeup. It's important to me that the products that I used aren't going to cause any harmful effects to my clients, whether that's detrimental to their skin or to their health. Before I became a beauty therapist, I was a nail technician using acrylic nails, and I actually suffered toxic poisoning from that. The effects of that were such that even today I'm a little bit sensitive, and so I'm very aware of what I'm putting on people's skin and what I'm actually touching myself. So there are a lot of harmful ingredients out there, unfortunately, that are in certain products, but it's up to the consumer to make an informed decision about what they use. So all I'm saying is there's products out there that are safe to use. You just need to make an informed choice before you come to an actual final decision.
To me, at the moment, the best available evidence would be to avoid products that contain propylene glycol, glycol ethers generally, to avoid products that contain the lauryl sulfates. These are sensible choices, and the reason they're sensible choices is the full information is not in yet. We don't know all the details of the harm that can be caused, but we have sufficient information from animal and human studies to say that these are not good for your health. Yes, in personal care products they're used because they're cheap, because they're effective, because they do the job that we expect. But if the price of hydrating your skin is that in the long term you damage it more and you have more wrinkles, then what have you gained from your personal care products? That's not a gain, that's a net loss. And I think we're facing a time now that a lot of what we see as the so-called visible signs of aging are nothing more than a lot of the choices that we've made as the years have gone by of products which help us in the short term only for us to be paying a long-term price.
Many credible sources, investigators, researchers, doctors, scientists have been bringing to the fore problems with chemicals that are used in everyday substances and products that we use. For instance, shampoos, makeup, mouthwashes. These issues are affecting people's health. These chemicals have known potential harmful effects on humanity. People need to start investigating obtaining safe products, replacing these products with other items that are manufactured without using these chemical problems with them.